Hola a todos, soy Mike. En esta serie de videos vamos a aprender jerga colombiana. Hi everybody, this is Mike. In this series of videos, we're gonna learn Colombian slang. First, I want to let you know that in the description of the video, you will find a menu in which you can skip parts of this video because this series of videos are basically explanations on Colombian slang, Colombian expressions, and how to use them. And in the first part of the video is basically the same for each video. I'm going to give an explanation, blah, blah, blah. And then you can skip, if you check the menu, you can skip all these explanations and go straight to the part in which I explain the expression, the word, the idiom for the video in particular. So now that you know, check the menu. If you already understood or if you already watched previous videos in which I give this explanation, then you can skip this part. When it comes to Spanish, we can think about two big differences: the Spanish from Spain and the Spanish from Latin America. It's pretty much like thinking about differences between British and American English. It's basically the same. Pronunciation, some words, some idioms, but that's it. And in Latin America, you will find also differences because of the countries, the regions. Let's say there are expressions or idioms that are used in Mexico that might sound different in Colombia, or words that may mean something in Colombia and perhaps in Argentina are different. So that's basically the thing. But overall, the Spanish in Latin America, it's pretty much the same. And maybe you have noticed this when you go in let's say in the platforms Netflix, Amazon's, and HBO, and so if you want to choose the language, the spoken language, it says Spanish and Latin American Spanish, which is basically the same. And usually those are translations made, I think, both in Argentina and Mexico. That's it. So I'm from Colombia. I live in Colombia, and the things that I'm going to teach you are basically words, idioms, expressions, slang that is used here in Colombia. You might hear those words, idioms, slangs, and stuff in different countries. I'm not going to say all of them are exclusive for Colombia, but it's for sure that if you come here to Colombia, you're going to listen those words, expressions, and this is going to help you in order to understand what you're listening to, what you're hearing, and also if you want to sound more natural, you can also start learning how to use those. As a piece of advice, if you're planning on going and moving to a country in which Spanish is spoken, the idea is for you to make sure the Spanish that you're going to learn is basically adapted to the place you're living. So let's say if you're learning Spanish from Spain and you want to go and move to Mexico, well, it's gonna help. But then you're going to go again and start learning some things about maybe pronunciation. Pronunciation might make a difference, but also the words and stuff. So if you're planning on moving to Europe, focus on Spanish from Spain. If you're planning on moving to Latin America, any country in Latin America, then go for Latin American Spanish. And once again, in this video, in this series of videos, I'm going to teach you how to talk, how to understand Colombian Spanish. So I think that's going to be it for the explanation. So let's start with today's word, sentence, phrases, idioms, slang. Arruncharse, it's a verb. It's a verb that means pretty much something like to cuddle or maybe to spoon. It's something that we do with our partner, my couple, my wife, my girlfriend, my significant other, somebody that I like, that I love, or whom I have relationships with, and just to lay on bed, hugging each other, maybe spooning, cuddling. So that means arruncharse. Estar arrunchado, it's making spoon, cuddling. Yo me arruncho. Nos arrunchamos would be ways of saying that. So I can say, me gusta arruncharme con mi esposa. I love cuddling with my wife. Me gusta arruncharme con mi esposa. Están arrunchados. They are cuddling, they are spooning. So just as different verbs in English that we can use verbs as an adjectives or basically verbs, we can do that also with Spanish. Arrunchado could be past participle or also an adjective. Estar arrunchado. Estar because it's to be, because it's temporary. It's not permanent. Estar arrunchados. In any time. Estuvo arrunchado, estarán arrunchados, está arrunchado, estaría arrunchado. It doesn't matter because it's a verb, of course. And with estar because it's temporary state. And also arruncharse, arruncharse. Me arruncho, I cuddle, yo me arruncho con mi esposa. I cuddle with my wife. Él se arruncha con su novia. He cuddles or he spoons with her girlfriend. And so remember, arruncharse, to lay down, cuddling, hugging, spooning, or similar stuff. So arruncharse, another word from Colombian slang. Okay, I hope this has been helpful for you. Luckily, it's going to help you in order to know more about the culture, the words. Remember, practice makes perfect, but also perfect feels good. So don't worry about getting too perfect, but practice it enough in order to acquire the skills. In order for you to, whenever you listen to somebody speaking and maybe saying this slang, this word, or whatever, idiom expressions, you're going to know what's that about. So I hope you like this video. If you like the video, you know what to do. Please share with your friends in your groups and social media. And if you haven't yet, please subscribe to the channel. That's going to help us grow. And also, it's going to let you participate in the chat during the live streaming classes. Only subscribers can participate in the chat, so you can ask questions, blah blah blah. So and also you're gonna be updated about the new videos that I'm posting every week. I really enjoy this process. And I really appreciate your support. And that's the reason why we also created the membership program. We have 3 membership levels available for you. You can check that further for further information if you want to go further. But don't worry, I really love this process. I enjoy this process of sharing knowledge and the things that I know that might be useful for you in your learning process. So hopefully I'm going to see you in further videos. Keep on studying, keep on learning, and nos vemos pronto. Sigan aprendiendo, sigan estudiando y sigan adelante. Bye bye.